Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today we are in Menton on the border between France and Italy, and we're going to go over the border into the wonderful border town of Ventimille, where we're going to go to the incredible food market, and we're going to take a look at two things. We're going to take a look at just how much cheaper the products are in Italy, and we're going to see just how much shopping or how little you can actually get in a Citroen Ami. So regular viewers of the channel will know that this journey into Ventimille over the border from France is something that we do quite often. We love shopping in Italy, we love the prices of shopping in Italy, but what we've never done before is actually sort of really gone through it and said, look, this is the cost here, this is the cost in France. So let's do that today and see just how much money you can save. And the other thing, as I say, we want to do is really to see whether this car is suitable for people to do their weekly shop. So we are arriving in Ventimille. We're not going into the old town of Ventimille, not like last time, Mr. Boo.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember when we had an altercation with a fire engine in a wheelchair? We've also had more than our fair share of charger adventures in Ventimille, but hopefully today we're going to get to the one we know and plug in our shoe code. So it's just here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully our charger is going to be waiting for us just round the corner. Last time we came there was a Tesla there, wasn't there? Have I gone wrong?
No.
Round here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the next.
And then around
Yeah.
where the lamppost
Yeah.
is.
Cross everything, folks, that NEOX is waiting for us. He sounds like an act, doesn't he, NEOX? Like a pop act, Italian pop act.
Like Lil Nas X.
Yeah. Oh, we could be in luck. I got so excited I drove over a pedestrian. Is this man going to just drive forward and drive into his home? Is it working? Looks a bit
Only
asleep.
one way to find out.
It looks a bit asleep, Mr. Boo, doesn't it?
You look a bit asleep.
Oh, come on, be working. It'd make life so much easier. I wonder whether we shouldn't go direct into the... Do you think? Using two adapters, is that a good idea?
We have done before.
If NEOX was a singer, he'd sing with this microphone. Oh, it's NLX, not NEOX. NLX. Still sounds like a singer. What's that place down the coast that I always think should be an actress?
Sophia Antipolis.
Sophia Antipolis. Don't you think it's a great name for an actress? Sophia Antipolis. But it's actually a place on the Riviera. I don't know why I'm holding this microphone. Heat's getting to me again. Oh, stuck it in as Mr. Boo. Go for it, Mr. Boo. Working.
Working.
Yeah, 1 hour 42 to a full charge. That's just perfect. So let's go off to the wonderful market, do some shopping, take you to an incredible delicatessen. We might nip into a rather good restaurant as well. So you can see we brought two bags with us. We brought a little cold bag which fits in the car well, and Mr. Boo's brought the suitcase on wheels. The suitcase on wheels is handy because it fits in the suitcase compartment at the front of the car to go back, and also Well, when Mr. Boo buys too much booze, it's an easy way to wheel it back, because the booze here is, of course, incredibly cheap. So we just stopped to get a drink from an Italian vending machine, and Mr. Boo spotted that it has an area 6. What do you think happens there, Mr. Boo?
I have no idea because I'm pure and angelic.
I reckon they sell, well, all kinds of filth in this machine. Although it's not a very big slot, so it can't be very big what comes out.
Oh, she's talking.
Oh, she's talking to us. What's she saying? She's probably saying something alluring like, come into my machine. So we're going to begin with the booze shop, because we figured that it's non-perishable, so we can get some bottles of stuff and we can put them in the car, and hopefully they don't get half-hinged. And then we can go to the market. So let's see what's in this wonderful deli stroke booze shop. And also, let's see the prices.
Nonno Mario.
Buongiorno.
Ciao.
Come va?
Stai?
Bene, grazie. Bene, grazie.
You don't want to get a big jar, Mr. Boo?
Well, the last one we got was like too compacted and they all got annoying to get out with your tool.
They're €17.20 for a big jar and €11.20 for a small jar. And that's 450 grams and that's $7.20. So they're probably a comparable price, aren't they? Get those then. What are the prices, Mr. Boo, of these vodkas?
Oh, well, an Absolute is $15.90.
That's a litre bottle. Aristov €11.40, Smirnoff $12.50. This vodka premium $7.90. That might be car lighter fuel.
I was going to say.
But Absolute at $15.90 for a litre is a bargain. So shall we take a crate of martini and a crate of whiskey, or do you think we won't get that in?
I would say we should just get one crate in terms of getting everything else in and getting our other shopping in.
My idea is that we break the crate open and we put them in the suitcase. You'll get a lot more in that way.
Okay.
Double array of whiskies. Standard whiskies like a litre of Grant's $13.60, $18.50 for label 5, but that's a litre and a half. Famous Grouse $16.40 a litre, but I think the Grant's is the best value. And then you go up there up to the single malts, and the incredible thing is often single malt whiskey in here is cheaper than Scotland. Lafroig €33, Glenlivet €25, Balmore €34, Dalwhinnie 33.
Un cartone di Martini Bianco? Sì. E uno di Grant's, litro.
Da litro, ok.
Can we get a large balsamic as well? Polenta al fungi, so it's polenta with mushroom, fungi porcini mushroom with this special top. Isn't it incredible? So cute. There comes our Grant's, my Grant's, cooking whiskey. I much prefer cheap whiskey. We love this tomato puree. Very famous brand in Italy, Mutti, and it's just €1 a tube. You can see this booze dash over the border from France is quite a popular thing to do, and people come and do buy incredible amounts, but I guess over a year it's a big saving. I mean, it'd probably be even more of a saving if you didn't drink at all, but you know, you've got to live, haven't you? So Mr. Boo is going to break the carton and put them in the suitcase. This is our patent system. So we're going to now take this stuff back to the car, and then we're going to head to the market and buy some fruit and vegetables. And then we're going to put our roof rack on. Oh, we haven't got one. So we're now going to try and put the suitcase and the box in and then head to the market. So as you can see, The Ami has that suitcase holder gap there where I tried to get the Bluetti charger in, and actually somebody's messaged and come up with an idea of how we might get it in, so we're going to have a go at that later. But for now, this is where we're going to put our suitcase of booze.
Oh, clang, clang, clang.
There you can see the suitcase. Does it fit in? Yeah, it does. You actually could have got more bottles in there, couldn't we, I think? Let's maybe do you want
No, it won't, because it's not wide enough here.
Okay. So that's going to go there, and then the box is going to go beneath your feet, is it?
Yeah. You are the martini beneath my wings.
So, and all the while we were doing that shopping, our charging's been carrying on. And you can see we're at 50 minutes, aren't we?
50 minutes left.
So, Mr. Boo, take us into the magical Vontimille market. This area is sort of plants and I mean, incredibly well priced, all these. If you look at these herbs, rosemary, €2 for a pot. Go over the border into France, these are 5, 6, even 10. Also the plants, if you look at the plants over here, much cheaper, the flowers and plants in Italy than they are in France. Sometimes half or even a third the price, depending where you go in France. Fantastic display of succulents, €2. But they never last, my succulents, do they, Mr. Boo?
You don't look after them very well.
I do, I'm always watering them.
That's the problem.
Oh, So much of this fruit and veg is really grown very near to here. It's absolutely incredibly fresh. It's got the dirt on, got the old muck on the taties, like they used to say in Yorkshire. Particularly in this little side hall where you've got the very small producers with their little specialist crops. Some do tomatoes, some do specialise in onions, some specialise in mushrooms. This man does figs. This aisle, you've got wonderful, dogfight developing. Down this aisle you've got all the delicatessens, and it's a very naughty dog, that. And this is where Mr. Boo always comes to get our parmesan from a lady who always reminds him a little bit of Olive from on the buses.
Scusa?
Si tu li utilizzi tout de suite, ça va, pour demain.
Si non.
Pour voyager, mets sous vide.
Non, ça va. C'est pour cette semaine. Do you think we can get some cheese without it melting in the car?
You've got some now, we're going to find out. We get home and out and there'll be just a giant gooey mess. What I love about this market is that, you know, this is not some kind of poncy farmer's market. It's not somewhere in London where you're going to be charged £5.50 for an egg. This is a market which real people use every day. Well, every day except Monday. Mr. Boo's come to his favourite pasta stand.
Ne bene. Tanto tempo. Ma un po' di ravioli di coniglio. 300, sì. She said it's so nice to see us because we haven't been for a while, and I said we'd tag her in the video, and if we tag her in the video we can win some pasta.
Really?
No, I think we've got to sing the jingle in our video and tag them.
Figs, because £3.50 a kilo is not bad. They must be coming into season. We love figs baked in the oven with gorgonzola and a little bit of Parma ham round. Get us. So what next, Mr. Boo? We want sun-dried tomatoes. We always buy quite a lot of sun-dried tomatoes on this market because they are way cheaper here than in France. I mean, sometimes half the price, aren't they? Whee! How did you know? Moths, moths, my wallet's open. And of course the crowning glory to this market is the fish hall, the seafood hall, which is absolutely wonderful.
So I don't think we should get too much fish to take back in the car.
Oh no, it might Elton Pong, it might be Elton Pong. I'm starving, Mr. Boo. Can we get some lunch before we go back and pack the car? Let's go over here to our favourite little trattoria.
I've got a vitello tonnato.
What's that?
It's like thinly sliced veal with like a tuna mayonnaise sauce and capers.
What you got now, Mr. Boo?
Trophy al pesto.
What's that?
Trophy, the little wiggly worm shape of pasta with pesto.
Pesto sauce.
With pesto sauce, one of our favourites.
We had this in Genoa for the first time, didn't we?
Say, go back to our Genoa video.
Well, that was lovely. Simple, delicious, inexpensive. 45 euros, 2 glasses of wine, 2 limoncellos, 2 coffees, 2 courses each. Job done. But now, the real job to do, back to the car and see if we can get all this stuff in. Let's just check the temperature. Ah yes, a moderate, off the scale over 50. In fact, the thermometer may have exploded. Unplug. And then eventually it sends you through a little bill, doesn't it? Yeah. Usually takes a few, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, we've found. But thus far, we've not been stung. It's been incredibly reasonable with NLX. I've handed Mr. Boo the camera, and if you can get in here, Mr. Boo, you will see that behind this seat and behind where we've got our cameras and we've got a spare blanket and oh, are these your old jogging bottoms?
No, it's a sweatshirt from when it was cold the other day.
And a spare freezer bag, but we've all kinds of rubbish behind there. But if you look at that, can you see that? And if you lift up our horse grooming box, which is actually quite big, you'll see that there is quite a lot of space behind here. We've got our emergency breakdown kit that you have to carry in France with a sign and a flashing light and a cross. Pray for help. But even with that there is quite a lot of room. So if you put this rucksack here, cold bag, easily goes behind the seat. If you had another bag, it will go here. You could get 2 of those rucksacks. You can also, we've done this, pile something behind Mr. Boo's seat, and there's also, can you see this under here? A little bit more space under here, and we've got another horse grooming kit there. So if you didn't have these 2 crazy kits, bags with all our filming stuff, there is more room behind here than you think. There is room for another thin suitcase. There is room for, I would say, 4 big bags of shopping, wouldn't you? Yeah. And then, of course, at the front here, you've got the suitcase and you've got the boxes. Now, you know, we can move this bag, can go behind the seat. Yeah? Yeah. And then you'll have somewhere to put your feet, although Mr. Boo's very worried about his figs. He wouldn't let me put them in the cold box in case I crushed them. I could crush a fig. Who used to say that? Oh, I could crush a fig. Who was that? That great comedian. I could crush a fig. No, it's gone. But you can see that this bag, Mr. Boo, look, if we want it to, do you want to film this? Yeah. Can easily go behind here. So there is an awful lot more space than you think. Now, obviously, it's not spacious, it's a tiny car. But you can, with a bit of clever packing, and Mr. Boo's old sweatshirt not brought with us that we really didn't need given it's 57 million degrees in here, you can get quite a lot behind the seat. And you can even get your extension cable in. Now, it's a good job we can get all this in because I want to make one more stop, which is at the Border Booze shop, which is right on the borderline, which has a car park, because we want to get a tray of Moretti beers. So here we are at the Supermercato Van e Liqueur. Where can we park? Maybe in that little gap, do you think? Maybe not. Arrivederci. Taboo's had an accident. He looks to have dropped his Berettis, or his case has collapsed, and he's managed to purchase a herb at the same time. Oh, and a bottle of yellow Prosecco. He must have been in there half an hour. Did you have I thought you'd run off with an Italian man who were that long.
It is enormous, this shop.
Is it?
It's like a full department store.
What? Honestly, I thought you'd gone somewhere else, another country. What, and did your case collapse?
And then my case collapsed, but I did get some beers and they were 75 cents each.
Wow, that is super cheap. That is unbelievably cheap.
And I got some sticks for Halloween.
Oh, marvellous.
Pet friends.
So I will put these beers in the suitcase, Mr. Boo, because, well, if they'd come in a tray, they could have just gone behind there, but the tray's disintegrated, hasn't it?
Not so.
Oh, look, Elton's got like a plant now instead of his. That's where the mobile speaker's meant to go, the Bluetooth speaker. And that case can go on top of there. In there. That's perfect. No problemo.
Benissimo.
We're in. Mr. Boo's legs are in. You sit like that. You're going to be comfy.
Yeah.
Look like you're at the dentist. So there you have it, a new discovery. That supermarket, quite something. And Mr. Boo's final act of purchasing. Hope that's given you some idea of just how crazy the prices are in Italy over the border from Nice, and just how much fun it is to go shopping there. And I also hope it's given you an idea that this car can take quite a lot of cargo. Needs a bit of imagination. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give us a like, please buy us a coffee, and please think about giving us a comment. We will see you in Adventureland on the next one. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.